organizations are struggling to really tie increased consumption to increased business value. Hi, my name is Brill. I am President Chairman of Anglepoint. Thanks for having me today and for sharing the Zylo SaaS Management Index 2026. One thing that caught my attention is the topic of AI and consumption-driven budget volatility. One data point that was interesting was that over 77% of leaders experienced unexpected charges related to their AI or consumption-based pricing. This tells us that most organizations don't really have good visibility or good controls around SaaS consumption. Even more interesting, over 60% of these unplanned costs had a direct impact on planned business projects. And this moves the issue from cost management to business outcome. Now, it's not like cost management isn't already important by itself, but now we're talking about impacting business innovation and competitiveness as well. And this also tells us that organizations are struggling to really tie increased consumption to increased business value, because otherwise they would have not have pulled funding from planned initiatives as a response to that increased consumption. Now, we're not saying that there's no business value, only that organizations are clearly struggling to measure and justify that value at the portfolio level. And this is all going to be a persistent problem. Looking ahead, more than 90% of SaaS companies have AI features in their roadmap. And this is only to be expected. AI is not a separate technology, but actually something that's being incorporated into everything we do, and not only in IT. And so at the same time, a growing portion of SaaS providers, I think it was over 40% in the survey, are monetizing AI features through hybrid or consumption-based pricing. And this matters because consumption-based pricing introduces inherent cost variability, even in stable environments. And so our key takeaway here is that organizations that are not intentionally managing SaaS consumption today will face even more challenges tomorrow, even if their application portfolio doesn't grow. And there's evidence that this is already happening. The average number of SaaS applications remained more or less flat, I believe, at 300, 305, while costs have increased by about 8%. And all this really reinforces the need to start managing SaaS now, and not as a one-time correction or exercise, but really as an ongoing discipline and practice. So why aren't more organizations doing that successfully? Well, I think that managing consumption-driven and hybrid SaaS models really requires a different operating model than most organizations use today. What's needed is really a combined ITAM and FinOps approach. ITAM and SAM brings, things like entitlement management, lifecycle management, and experience in hybrid licensing models. FinOps brings real-time consumption visibility, usage insights, and really experience managing variable spend in a collaborative way. And so bringing ITAM and FinOps together for SaaS management matters because, only that way can we really understand both ownership and consumption. Can we really, manage subscription and usage-based spend as a single portfolio? Can we really, reduce spend? Can we improve contract negotiations and renewals? Can we introduce effective guardrails that control unplanned spend without slowing innovation, which is the real. And then maybe most importantly, only by bringing FinOps and ITAM together can we really proactively connect consumption spend to a business value. When organizations can see and govern consumptions effectively, unplanned spend is less likely to displace planned initiatives. And real savings can be realized, and these savings can be reinvested, with confidence. I believe in the survey, it said that about 34% of leaders report using savings from SaaS management to fuel, further innovation and growth initiatives, which is very exciting.